Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Well, I don't know if you're excited, but I'm pretty excited about this. Colourpop has released a no filter foundation and a powder. They also released a pressed powder and I swear I ordered that, but it didn't come, so I don't know what happened there, but today we're going to review both of these guys. Here we have the No Filter Foundation. It retails for $12 and you'll get how much in here? 0.85 fluid ounces. So not quite the full ounce that you typically get, but you're just slightly under. And it's 25 mils, so an ounce is 30 mil. It comes in 42 shades. Good job with that. And the shade that I grabbed is Light 65. Now, according to the website, it's developed for the selfie age. Our full coverage natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. The oil-free lightweight formula blends smoothly and easily customizable to create the coverage you want. Build it up or sheer it out. It was developed with innovative, soft blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. And the pump on top is lockable. I'm sure you guys noticed there is no top. Do wish that they had a top, but if you just turn it, it does lock. So if you want to carry it around, you're not going to make a mess. And then I've got the No Filter Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent. There are 3 different shades. There's the Translucent Banana and then the Translucent Deep. This guy retails for $9 and you get 8.5 grams in here. So now if you're looking at this, you're going to think this is tiny, and it is. The packaging is tiny, but 8.5 grams. Just for reference, the new Marc Jacobs Finish Line powder has 8 grams, and then the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder has 10 grams. So it's kind of average on the low side of being average. Now on the site, it says lock in makeup with our translucent weightless loose setting powder. Developed with ultrafine smooth powders to provide a long-wearing, soft-focus matte finish without feeling heavy or looking cakey. So let's go ahead and apply these and see how they look. I did pair this with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer so you guys can see that. I wore this all day yesterday, so the clips that you're going to see for the wear test were from yesterday. So I just shook up the foundation and put a few drops on my Petri dish. In case I haven't mentioned it yet, I am Light 65. And then I have primer on my pores, but not the rest of my face. And I also have the Tatcha pearl underneath my eyes just a little bit because yesterday when I put this on, I also used the concealer and I tried it up against the Tarte Shape Tape and I wanted to see how the powder looked because I'm pretty convinced that the powder, like the whole reason why I can all of a sudden bake now and it not look bad is because of my under eye primers I've been using, which is the Tatcha one and also the Becca Anti-Fatigue Primer. So yesterday I didn't use it. Today I am using it, just I want to see if it makes a difference at all. I'm sure it will. It always does. I love those things. I do actually like this color as well. When I first put it on, it looks very yellow, but whenever it melts into the skin, I don't feel like it's too yellow. So like this is pretty darn good for me. So I'm not mad at the color at all. So here's what the foundation looks like with just one layer all over. You can see a little bit of dewiness, but I think that's mainly like my moisturizer underneath. I feel like this has a nice satin finish, but whenever I put powder on top, it definitely goes more matte, but it feels nice on the skin. Nothing is sinking into my pores or anything like that. I'll go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see. I just feel like this looks pretty darn good. I get a solid medium coverage. You can definitely build this up, but I don't feel like I need to. Now I'm going to go in with their concealer. I have the shade Light 18. One thing I don't love about Colourpop is that you don't have like a return policy. Therefore, if you don't get the right shade, yeah, it might not be expensive right off the gate. But like if you have to buy another one, well then you have to pay for it twice, which is exactly what happened to me with this concealer. I initially got Light 10, I think, and it was so light. When you first put this on, it looks lighter and then it like immediately dries. I don't know, it's not like it oxidizes, I don't know, but it goes deeper really quickly. I found that this concealer pairs really nicely with this foundation, like they were made for each other. But the Tarte Shape Tape also really looked nice on top of this as well. You can immediately tell the difference with this concealer on top of the Tatcha. I like it so much more. Like I liked it yesterday, but this looks so much better. Now I'm going to take the translucent no filter setting powder, and I'm first going to bake underneath my eyes. And I kind of hate how small this is, so I dump it out on my table to be able to like dip my sponge into it. Just going to take a smaller triangle sponge so I can get right up underneath my eyes. I don't feel like I can get right up underneath the eyes with the powder with that sponge because it's kind of large. And I will knock this off in a minute. Now I'm just going to take the rest, a small amount, and set the rest of my face with this. It is pretty matte, so I don't want to use too much. It's been a few minutes, so I'm just going to dust off the remaining stuff underneath my eyes, on my nose, and I had put a little bit on my chin. Now I'm going to go finish off the rest of my makeup. I will be right back and I will do a flash test. So no, I'm seeing dots right now, but I think this would pass the test. I'll insert the picture so you guys can see it. But my highlight looks a little bit brighter than what the actual like powder. I don't see any flashback. So I would say that's approved. So I've had this on for like 3 hours now. At this point, I am dual filming today. I'm doing this and then also a Tarte palette review. So I'm gonna insert the clip from yesterday. At 2 hours, my face looked flawless. This looks so smooth on the skin. I actually really like the powder as well. I do find that I have to spray my face after I bake. Even yesterday when I used the Tarte and the Colourpop concealer, I felt like I just needed a little zhuzh, so I did the same thing today. I did all my makeup and then I kind of tilted my head back so that right here, right at my eyes, I would get a little bit more hydration, and it's just perfect. Still super smooth after using this, and the powder being here, it doesn't sink into my pores at all. Everything stays really nice. I do find that I like the powder a little bit more with my Tarte concealer versus the Colourpop. To me, on my skin, the Colourpop is a little bit drier, but it does look better with this Tatcha underneath. Foundation feels so nice. It feels nice all day long too. Like I never felt once cakey at all. Foundation is definitely matte after you set it. I would say it's more of a satin in the beginning, but I just think it looks so nice on the skin, especially for a matte foundation. I was really thinking this was going to make my skin look really cakey or dehydrated. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I am pleasantly surprised. I think this looks great on my skin. Not even just like, okay, it looks good. Like this looks great on my skin. Now I'm going to show you guys the 5-hour check-in. I started to get a little bit of creasing at my smile lines. This seems to be like the biggest problem I have. And my nose, I have a little bit of wearing at my nose with this foundation, but my pores looked amazing. Forehead looked amazing. My cheeks looked really great. All day, those really held up. And even at the 5-hour mark, I wouldn't say that you're really going to notice these things. Maybe my smile lines, but not bad though. It really did not look bad. And then I wore this up to 9 hours. So this is the 9-hour check-in. My smile lines were worse. The nose, it definitely had picked up around the nose, but even the smile lines, it didn't really start to break apart like I have seen in previous foundations. Pores still looked so nice. And I don't know if that's the powder or if it's the foundation or the combination of both, but I am here for it. Right around my mouth does end up looking a little bit dry. That's the most dry spot on my face currently. So if you're a dry skin, I don't know that you are going to love this. You could probably prep, but if you have dry patches, just be wary. All day long, all day, my cheeks, nothing faded, not even on my forehead, nothing. The only wear I really had was at my nose and around my mouth. So honestly, this is a really nice foundation. I do want to point this out though, just for anybody who's wondering, and I have a video about this as well. It kind of reminds me of a thinner version of the CoverGirl. This is the new True Blend Matte Made. And this has the full ounce and it's cheaper. than the Colourpop. So just keep that in mind. But if you're gonna ask if I would recommend this, I would. The only people I don't think this is really gonna work for is if you are dry. But if you have dry skin and you really like this, just comment down below and let us know. As for the powder, I think this is great. It looks really nice on my skin. I do not feel like I look dry at all, and not just because I have highlighter on, but I don't think it dries out my skin at all. I think that if you overdo it, it definitely could. This makes my pores look so good. Like, they look so good. Underneath my eyes, me personally, I'm going to have to spritz something to kind of sink it in a little bit more, but it does work really well for baking. The only complaint I have with this powder is I don't like the packaging, you guys. I don't like the packaging. I want a bigger container so that I can dip my brush in. So for me, I definitely think both of these are definitely worth the shot. I think they worked really well. Let me know if you have tried this or if you're going to try it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Wait, come back. I just realized I'm editing this video, and I just realized I forgot to tell you guys who the giveaway winner is. So, Mandy Robinson. I'm sure some of you guys have seen her name down in the description box of my last few videos, but congrats to her. She is the giveaway winner from the 50,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm so excited for you. I hope you enjoy your goodies. If you didn't win this time, don't worry, I will have another one. And I just want to tell you guys again, I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.